ass chicks who paint them pretty ass lips. For them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For musicians like myself that was blessed with a glitch. For rap with a package, see what it is. Swerving the traffic like I lost control of the whip. Hurt the competition like I ran over these bricks. Double lines mean nothing when you're hugging the bridge. Red light, green light, headlight, beat bright. Superstar life, make these lanes hate right. Fabulous flow, make the girls say nice. So rock cups full to the party break light. The cross beach going, see the cab in sight. On to the next like Jason.
What's up, everybody? I am Ron. Welcome to Talk Your Ish. How you been doing, Miss Chocolate Girl?
I'm doing okay. It's been a busy day, busy couple weeks.
Oh, yeah?
But I'm doing okay.
You already know how we start the show every week. We going to go what happened, baby. I got so many tonight, but I will let you go first.
You got a lot of, trash ass players, you mean?
Yeah.
Because you know I'm not going to call it that.
Well, so I got a lot of them tonight, but I will let you go first tonight.
Okay. Well, hey, what's up, Dalton, in the comments? Please like and share the show, y'all, because I'm not liking and sharing tonight. Well, I'm going to start. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to start with my Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I do not agree with any of their offseason moves that they have made.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw somebody proposed that Pittsburgh trade TJ Watt to Washington for some dude. And I'm like, what are y'all trying to intentionally sabotage my team? I believe that's what it is. You know, people hate Mike Tomlin so much. They hate him, man. Just so many people hate Mike Tomlin, and they hate the Steelers because the Steelers is legendary. They're jealous and they can't be us. So I think people genuinely want us to make some messed up moves on purpose so we can not be successful. So they also on my trash ass players list for trying to sabotage my Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm going to put Caitlin Clark fans.
Ooh.
So Caitlin Clark have missed some games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while she wasn't playing, people posted all over social media, well, if she's not playing, I'm not watching.
Mm-hmm.
And we're calling for other people to genuinely not watch because she's not playing, to send a message. I'm like, you got that much hate in your heart that you willing to sabotage a whole league because you hate everybody that's not Caitlin. And you want to prove or stick it to us to make us bow down and admit that she is whatever. It's I have never seen anything like this, Ron. In all my days of watching sports, there's two things: this Caitlin Clark mess and what they try to do to Shador. I've never seen anything like it.
It's crazy.
This is the climate for it. I know where it started from.
It's crazy.
It's been out here since 2016. But I just think it's just disgusting. And I'm going to call the WNBA. I'm going to say as a league, you on my trash ass player list because they announced the 3 new teams. Detroit, I think it's Detroit, Philly, and somewhere else.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. And I'm pissed because they didn't bring my Charlotte Sting back. That's what I'm mad about. I mean, I can understand why, but I'm still mad. They should have.
Houston Comets maybe, but no.
No, nobody want no comments. Texas has enough stuff. I want my Sting back. and the Sting was very successful. It was more successful than the
Well, I gotta remind myself where
than the
you
Hornets. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Why start a new team somewhere
Right.
in Philly instead of bring back one of the old teams? Even though I did agree that Philly did need a W team. But they could have given that to us instead of Cleveland.
Yeah. And I think next year it's Toronto, right? I mean,
And I'm like, why? We don't need Toronto to have a team yet.
Well, no, I'm just asking. Like, is it
No.
Toronto?
I'm what I'm saying is yes, that's what I heard.
Okay.
And I'm like, why? Anyway. Next, I'm gonna get to Tracy McGrady. I love Tracy McGrady. He's one of my all-time favorite NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
But he made some comments recently that he's under fire about. In the way he was talking a little bit reckless. He wasn't saying what he was intending to say.
What?
And I believe he did not realize that people were going to take it the way they took it as he was saying it. But now that he was called out, he apologized. And what he was saying about if you replace me with Kobe, that he would have won championships with Shaq.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with him saying that he thinks he could have won with Shaq. But that replace comment is almost like he was trying to say Kobe wasn't special. And I would have won with Shaq. Anybody would have. You could put a monkey in there with Shaq and they would have won because it's Shaq. And while he's trying to compliment Shaq, it was shady. And he didn't really mean it that way. So everybody was going off the deep end. I knew the man didn't mean that. So maybe I shouldn't put him on my trash ass player list. Maybe I need to put the people who overreacted about his comments on my list, because I thought people were vilifying him and trashing him for no reason. Everybody that knows Kobe and Tracy McGrady know that they were tight.
Right. They were what?
He has zero reason to throw shade on Kobe.
Right.
But he did. That's not, you have your interpretation messed up, people. And I knew this from the beginning. When I first was sitting there watching the interview, I was like, that's not what he's not saying that. I said, but people gonna go crazy. I was watching it. And I was like, people are gonna take this the wrong way. And sure enough, that's what happened. Yeah. All these videos being produced all over YouTube. Tracy McGrady had nerve to. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on. Have some common sense now. Come on. Everything some people is. It's just silly. So anyway, he apologized and further explained. His explanation makes perfect sense. It was exactly what I thought that he was trying to say. And life goes on. It's not that big a deal anyway. But I thought people behaved badly about all that. Last one, dude that plays for Detroit Pistons. He done thrown his whole career away.
Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley. You done thrown your whole career away. Anybody that's alleged to be gambling in the NBA, they're gone. Period. It's I haven't seen anybody come back from that. Not that I'm
the second one, man. The second NBA player that was gambling, I think last year or the year before last.
Monte Porter.
Yeah. He did the same thing and it over.
And where Dante? Where he at?
I can't nobody find him right now.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I just think people need to understand. You might be smart, but you're not that smart.
Right.
You will get caught. It's just a matter of time. You will get caught. And I don't understand why people don't live their life realizing that. I realized that at an early age. Look, I'm smart, but I'm not lucky. So I need to make sure I follow the rules because I know sure as I'm black and my name is Sharon. If I the moment I try to do something wrong, I will be in trouble. They will find out. That's just how it's going to be. And so that keeps me from breaking the law. I ain't trying to break the law. And that's just it. I do follow the rules. That's how I am. But I'm very relaxed and calm and unbothered because I don't have to look over my shoulders worrying about the tax man or the policeman coming to my door. I ain't got to worry about it. Ain't nobody after me to repay no stimulus check money. Nope. Nope. So anyway, that's my trash ass player list.
Okay.
You gonna go, Ron?
Yeah, I got to set it off on this. My first one. I got to set it off. And we don't read stuff like this. I don't read stuff like this all the time. And this happened in Atlanta. A man got into it with his uncle over a honey bun and killed his uncle.
Oh, Lord.
Over a honey bun. I like, you gotta be, you dead.
But Ron, have you ever had a honey bun?
Yeah, but I would not kill nobody over it.
I'm just saying, them honey buns are delicious.
They good. I get it, but your life is gone now.
Yeah, he done took his uncle's life, and now his life gone too.
Right. So it like the dude that shot his uncle. His father came out and said, "I told my son to go somewhere and cool off. Go down the street or whatever. Go somewhere and cool off." The son did that, came back, and shot his uncle.
Honey bun.
Over a damn honey bun.
So the moral of this story is just don't bring them honey buns in your house. You might end up shooting you dead, killing you dead, as they say. That's crazy. Over a honey bun?
A honey bun.
Well, he didn't want him. He ate his honey bun or what? He wouldn't let him have one?
The uncle ate his honey bun.
Lord have mercy.
I guess he been telling the uncle, look, this my honey bun. The uncle got smart with him and said, F you, I'm going to do whatever I want to, and ate it. And all hell break loose. The father came out saying, go somewhere and cool down for a minute. He went somewhere, got a gun, came back, and killed
That's the cool down? The cool down was going to get the gun.
Right.
Wow.
So I like, over a honey bun. You just threw away your whole life.
You remember in barbershop when Eve was pissed because somebody drunk her apple juice?
Yeah,
that's just all I'm thinking about. But she didn't shoot up the place.
Right.
That would have been like her coming out just spraying the whole barbershop because somebody drunk her apple juice. It's just stupid.
I like, you cannot make this shit up.
Ooh, your wife flirting with you. She said, I got honey buns.
So,
all right, April. Hot shot.
My next one. Did y'all see the draft? The NBA draft?
I saw it.
You seen it?
No, I couldn't care less, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's not.
Okay.
Like the NHL draft was 2 days after. Like my whole attention was on the NHL draft. I couldn't care.
I actually watched some of that too.
Well, y'all ready to laugh about this one?
Yeah.
The man named Ace Bailey.
Right.
He told his agent, I don't want to go to these teams.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jazz, who drafted him was the team he did not want to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So draft night, he up there on stage, mean mugging. I like, don't everybody get drafted in the NBA. Thank God you made it to the NBA. That who should say they got a chance to make it to the NBA, and they did.
But Ron, you got to understand, they're entitled now. They get NIL money.
They're entitled,
and they feel like they can call the shots now.
Nah,
they're empowered.
nah.
You know, that player empowerment is so important. You know, he paid his mama's electric bill the past year or two, so he's the man now. So he's empowered, and he can tell people what he's gonna do, not do, because he's gotten NIL money. But he rich. He got more money than the person calling the names on the doggone draft.
It just said that you got all that talent, but instead of you being happy and being glad you got drafted into the NBA, you up there mean mugging. You up there mean mugging.
Are you surprised?
It just pissed me off because a lot of people don't make it that far.
But wait, hold on, wait.
I agree.
But what's the issue?
The issue, he told the Jazz, not
he was literally pouting. Plus, he was pouting.
Right.
He was sitting there on the draft looking like crap, looking like, I can't stand this effing team.
Right.
That's how he's looking. He's drafted.
So not knowing much of the context, I'm just gonna say this real quick. What Sharon is saying makes a lot of sense. The entitlement part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting paid. They're getting millions of dollars in college basketball.
But
if you're a 5-star recruit in high school now, those guys are getting money at the high school level now.
Money.
And also, I hate to say this, but let's just be real. How many of them are second generation, third generation? Their uncle played in the NBA. You know, like what? How many of these guys have already been in that life? They have money around them.
Right. I understand.
It's not like Donovan Mitchell's case where his family had pretty much nothing and they had to grind just to even get to private schools, just to get to AAU tournaments. Mm-hmm. It's not the same anymore.
Right.
Look, I'm going to say this. The European players, though, I did see some of those clips of them being emotional, stuff like that, because they had to bust their ass to make it. They didn't just have money.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I'm just telling you.
And they had to bust their ass all the way across the pond, away from their family, too.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. These second generation and third generation guys, they've already had money. They've already how do you think they afford to go all these places?
Right.
Yeah. They already got the second generation. They're even worse than the others.
Right. I just saying not everybody to make it to the NBA.
You're absolutely right, Ron. I think what Ian and I are just trying to tell you is that it's nothing. It's not surprising,
right?
Because this is where they're going. And you know, if I had my friend Trisha Joy on here with me, I would bring it up again that we told you so.
Yeah.
6 years ago, 7 now. We told you this is the type of crap that was going to start happening. Soon as we started, as y'all started paying them. I'm saying y'all because I didn't agree with it. They shouldn't be getting in. I don't like any of it. They should not be getting any money. I'm sorry, they're not a pro yet.
No, my last what happened, baby? I was watching a podcast last night.
Mm-hmm.
A Buffalo Bills fan was talking shit about the Atlanta Falcons. And his name Russell Gage. What's up, Russell? I see you in the comments, but you finna get this smoke.
Oh, is he? He's in the comments.
Why are we talking about this?
Wait a minute. Let me do this. I've been waiting all day for this shit.
Go ahead.
This shit too damn good.
This is gonna be dumb and stupid, but all right, go ahead.
Well, what's it, Gage? You a Buffalo Bills fan, and you got a nerve to talk about my Atlanta Falcons. Last time I checked, y'all lose to the Chiefs every year. Y'all 0-4. They your daddy. They own you. They own you. By the way, if you are older veteran, been in the NFL for a long time, if you on AARP, go to the Buffalo Bills. They will give you a check and you don't gotta do a motherfucking thing. Better yet, remember Joey Bosa? How long he been in the motherfucking league?
Mm-hmm.
Who else they signed a couple of years ago? No, nobody was hot Atlanta. No, fuck that shit. You starting this shit, I finna make you be quiet now. Last time I checked, every player y'all got been on your team already. So y'all paying the players to come back to not do shit.
Honestly, I would, but I don't got the control panel. So
y'all paying the players to come get a free check and sit at home on the damn couch. What they doing?
Hey, Sharon.
Yeah.
Remind me how much money Kirk Cousins is getting paid to sit on the bench.
Let me tell you, that's my boy. I will not have any Kirk Cousins slander. No Kirk Cousins slander on this show.
I'm glad you brought that in.
But I get your point. No, but I understand why Ron is mad too. I mean, you got to come for your team. You got to come for your team. It's just like my team. I can say whatever the hell I want about my Steelers, but damn it, the minute one of y'all say something, I'm ready. Don't be talking about my team.
I mean, I know. Buffalo Bills do good all year. They Superman. Then when they meet Kansas City be they quit tonight. What happened, baby?
I think they're gonna get Kansas City this year.
Every year we hear the same damn thing.
I mean, Kansas City is not gonna be that good this year.
So. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Funny year.
Enough, by the way, I'm not gonna say this while Derek is on the air, but I wouldn't be shocked if Denver wins that division. By the way, how great the defense is.
Oh no, that's not happening.
Hey, with how great the defense is in Denver, that's a top 3 defense.
No, that's not happening. Denver is not winning the division. No.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be shocked if Kansas City goes that far down as a wild card team. But
I mean, last time I checked, I know it's old by now, but last time I checked, we went to a Super Bowl in 2016.
And how that end again?
The last time Buffalo Bills been to the damn Super Bowl, VHS tapes and VCR were in style.
They went 4 in a row and never made it.
4 in a row.
Hey, Sharon, you know the irony of all this is?
The irony don't come from my team, and you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
The irony of this entire conversation is the Bills and the Falcons have the same amount of Super Bowl wins.
The irony on my team, I want to take up for my team. I mean, someone throwing dirt on. And they don't do that.
I honestly don't get the whole point of this whole thing. Like, okay, go ahead.
That's the irony of this.
No, I
he
get
asked for it. So
I get it. I get it. Did you get him last night, though?
No.
Why not?
I didn't get him last night. I let him just laugh like he did last night. He thought he was funny. But we do watch podcasts, different podcasts.
I mean, really, the only podcast I like watching is on Saturday mornings, but, you know.
Thank you.
In fact, Sharon, you should promote that real quick. Let everybody know.
The Side John, 10 o'clock a.m. every Saturday. The Side John. YouTube and Facebook. Twitch.
And my last one, what happened, baby? The Bucks.
The who?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. Oh, okay.
Okay.
How y'all gonna let Damian Lillard go and you don't got nobody to replace him?
Because he wanted to go.
Torn ACL. I mean, he's gonna be out for pretty much a whole year.
He might be out a year, but I would have see can I get some of that money back. Now they man to stay home for the next 5 years and don't do nothing.
Well, he won't do that though. But yeah,
I mean, he'll sign a veteran contract somewhere else.
Somewhere, yeah.
I mean, but they still got to pay him.
That's great.
I know.
That's great. We see buyouts in the NBA. We've seen players get cut and they're getting a bunch of money from Team A while they're playing for a veterans contract with Team B. We see it.
Yes. I was like, what the hell?
Milwaukee's just, ever since they won their last championship, that championship, they just made some really weird moves. That's why they haven't won another one.
It don't make sense.
Miles Turner getting all that money though. That's
right. Now you got Miles Turner is a good player. I'm not knocking on. I'm not saying nothing about him. But your superstar might be leaving.
He just got paid.
Your superstar might be leaving.
I don't think Giannis gonna go anywhere.
I really don't see it. I don't see it.
But then I've been wrong before.
I mean,
I
just want to know how they're going to replace the points that
they probably are just going to rebuild, Ron. So when teams get in their mind they're about to rebuild, this is when they make moves like this that people are like, "What are you doing?" But I mean, they have to. That if they're going to truly rebuild, sometimes they have to make ridiculous moves, so that it can happen. So
I mean, they just.
I mean,
but they do crazy stuff. But they do crazy stuff, and so do my Lakers. My Lakers stay on my trash ass player list as long as that damn LeBron is there. They're on my list every week.
I wasn't even going to talk about that, but.
You can. It doesn't bother me because
I wasn't going to personally.
I welcome the shade about my Lakers because they're just doing. But like I told everybody when Kobe died, I said Rob Pelinka does not know what he's doing. He's not going to be a good GM. It was Kobe that was telling him what to do.
Right.
I told y'all that, and ever since then, look at the stuff he's done.
I mean,
put that comment back up real quick.
Oh no, Wallace.
No. The Dalton comment. Put that up real quick.
Oh no, Wallace. Not this.
Hold on, Dalton. If you're actually a true person, you actually care about people. I don't care what time the show is. I get up and watch it. All right. I don't care if it was 2 a.m. in the fucking morning. I get up and watch it.
I will tell you, Ian does get up and watch our show. Right. He does.
Don't complain about that. Like, don't.
I mean, that's all I got. What happened, baby? But that shit.
All right, Ian. Roll it out, Ian. Roll it out.
So, really, my only trash ass player is the 4 teams that have not made a single move yet in the NBA free agency. Throughout the past 2 days, Golden State has not made a move. Indiana has not made a move. Washington has not made a move. And Toronto has not made a move. But when it comes to the NBA, you have 4 teams that should be trying to do something in free agency. Golden State is getting older and older with their core. They should be trying to do something. They're not. Indiana just got to the NBA Finals, and some of their players are leaving right now. They're not doing anything in free agency. The Washington Wizards, That's fair. All right, their team not really on the come up anyway, still rebuilding, but they should be doing something.
What?
And then the fourth team, they're rebuilding too. I understand that, but try to use some of your money. You know, try to get a big man or two.
They could at least act like they're about to do something.
Right, like these four teams need at least to act like they're trying to do something.
Yeah,
so that's my only trash ass player. The four teams that have not made a single move yet. In terms of waivers, nothing. A trade, nothing. Free agency, nothing. Like, are they just sitting on their hands and feet?
Yeah, because a lot of the owners, well, I would not say owners, but GMs afraid to make moves.
Why?
They might not got the cap.
If you were GM, you got to have cojones. If you don't have it, you don't need to be a GM. Oh, y'all too much. Y'all let Dre and Derek come in here. I can deal with Dre, but Derek.
Hey, I'm gonna say this on record. I don't control the control panel. This ain't me. I don't know who this is.
I know who's orchestrating behind the scenes.
Let me say this.
This is what you call a BJ special.
Let me say this.
That's what it is. Welcome to the show, fellas. Dre and Derek. Nice to see you.
Hey, out of curiosity, when you say BJ special, am I supposed to say no Diddy? Or okay.
That word is banned from the show. That word is banned from the show when I'm on here. Now y'all can say it when I'm not here, but
we on. What's up, Ray and Derek?
What's going on?
We on what happened, babe? Trash players. So. Andre, you want to go first?
Go ahead, We can't hear you.
Andre, go out and come back in.
Wi-Fi going out.
Right, we can't hear you.
Come back out and come back in. We cannot hear you.
Fix your Wi-Fi. Go ahead, Derek. Well, Andre, stuff.
The front office for the Indiana Pacers, that Miles Turner trade, I just don't understand it. I don't see why they let that guy go. He was one of the key, rim protectors and rebounders for Indiana. Maybe they're trying to make a move to get somebody else, but the front office for the Indiana Pacers, I don't understand. That dude was really big time for them, and even though he's the other, he still came up big time in that series. And I don't understand the trade. I just don't understand it.
Wait, hold on. It wasn't a trade.
I don't either. I don't either, but I love it. I love it.
Derek, it's not a trade though. It was a signing.
Right. He was a free agent.
Free agent.
Okay.
I literally just said Indiana hasn't made a single sign or trade at all.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you would think
that's fine. But they should have never let him go.
Right.
They should have kept him, but that's okay. Because I hate Indiana, so go ahead and mess it up.
What you got, Dre?
What'd you say, Derek?
I said you and Zard do not like Indiana. I love that team, man. He's scrappy.
I hate. You don't understand. I hate the whole state of Indiana. Just the whole. There's nothing about them I like. Nothing. Okay.
I understand why. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else you got there?
Trash ass player. I think that's. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee Bucks. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee Bucks. Letting Damian Lillard go like that. Waiving him and buying his contract out. I mean, you even give the guy a chance, even though he's been hurt. And I understand that you got to move on and you want to put pieces around Giannis, but he was supposed to be one of the pieces you put around Giannis. Maybe you could have gave him another year. I just think Damian Lillard deserves a little bit better than that, but it's business. It is what it is. I think that's the other one.
Damian, he's happy. See, that's the thing. He's happy to be going.
Look, Damian gonna be at home on the couch for the whatever, and just give them a free paycheck.
But I always thought his thing was he trying to get a ring. So
of course.
I understand he's getting a free paycheck, but you want to play.
So you gotta realize that torn ACL is gonna hold him back a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna hold him back. Yeah,
that's gonna be what, a year or two?
Yeah.
It's normally 9 to 12 months, depending on rehab.
Yeah.
So before he get his body right, how old he is?
He's like 35, around there.
Yeah, so he's going what? 38? No.
He's younger than probably him and Paul George around the same age.
Right, so he's around 35, around there.
Yeah.
So, all right, BJ, we gonna let Shannon cook.
I don't know how I'm supposed to be cooking. I already gave my answers.
So,
Is Dre coming back?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can move on to the certified players.
So, right. I got one certified. The Hawks draft somebody from Georgia. I can't believe that shit. I can't.
Because they never draft anybody from Georgia.
Never. The last time Dominique
in their own state.
Right. The last time it was Dominique Wilkins. That's how long it been. Dominique. He's not even in the league no more.
True.
I finna be 43 next month, so it's been 43 years since they got somebody from Georgia. Make that make sense. Your own backyard.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Atlanta, so it's all right.
Well, no, I got.
All right, well, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. I know, Derek, you've heard me say this before. There's no teams in Texas I like. None, except one. And that's the Cowboys. I kind of like the Cowboys, but no one else. But
whoa. You are still saying you like the Cowboys?
Yeah, a little bit. I do. I mean, no, when I say like, I don't think you understand what I mean when I say like.
Right.
I don't hate them, is what I mean.
Right.
But I hate everybody else in Texas. There's not a team in Texas that I support, period. And Dallas Mavericks is one of them. But I don't know what they did to the commissioner or what, but the NBA is moving high in heaven and hell for them to win. They done put all the chips over there, and Dallas is just reaping all the spoils, and they got Cooper Flag now. Cooper coming from Duke. Kyrie's there. He's from Duke.
Yep. Anthony Davis.
Got Anthony Davis there, and they're all it's just gonna be a one big love fest from the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a pretty good draft. So good for them, because that Cooper Flag is gonna be the truth. I swear to God, I watched him at Duke, man. The dude is like a student of the game, and he's very mature. The way he handles himself, he's serious about this game. Kind of remind little Kobe-esque in the way he acts, and I like that. So, shout out to the Mavericks just for that reason alone. Angel Reese. So I haven't been here in about 2 or 3 weeks. So let me say this. I'm gonna say this about Angel Reese. So she starts out slow in the beginning of the season. This is what I've been noticing. Even when she was in college, like the first few weeks, she might not be playing well. And then all of a sudden everything clicks and then she does well. Well, same thing is happening now. Like I knew it would. So everybody was bashing her, shooting was like 30% or 14% or something she was shooting. And one game she had like 3 points or something like that. But she's a forward. She doesn't have to score. She's not there to score. She's there to do what she does, which is give rebounds, me bounds, she bounds, D bounds, A, B, X, Y, Z bounds. She's going to get them. And that's what she's doing. And what I also noticed, she has stepped her assist game up And she makes very good passes, and she's improved her footwork. So I've been watching her closely. She's still got to work on that footwork a little. And she's still got to work on her lift. She's still not able to jump very well, but she's making it work for her. And I'm excited. Shout out to the great game she had in LA when they were retiring Candace Parker's jersey. And so Candace was there and Lisa Leslie was there, and that's two of her idols. And she showed off and had a very good game. And I just was so happy for her. I was just delighted. Also, Paige Becker, that child's the face of the league. She's going to be the face of the WNBA. I know she's just a rookie, but she's the first rookie to become an all-star starter in the history of the W. She's the first one. And the reason is because that bitch can go. She can play. That girl can play. Like, she is a well-rounded, gifted player and a great athlete. High basketball IQ. You can tell she's always constantly thinking when you watch her play. You know, you can tell that she's really paying attention. She's not moving like, I'm going to stay in this spot right here. You know, she's not like, no, she's looking. She can see what the defense is trying to do to her when she's got the ball. She knows how to put that ball in places that they can't get it. So the person gets a wide open shot. So she's making great passes and she defends. They put her on the best player on the other team to defend all the time. Why? Because she's a good defender. She knows what she's doing. So shout out to Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, and Arike Agumake, who was also who was the Western Conference Player of the Week, and Angel Reese was the Eastern. So shout out to those ladies.
So, Ian.
So I have two, and this is both going to be Vegas related. First one is
who related? Vegas? What's Vegas?
I'm talking about the sports entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right. All right. Once a show, I gotta hear it.
Okay. And then, so my first one is the NBA draft, because we had two players who have ties to Vegas that I want to shout out. Jace Richardson, who went to Bishop Gorman High School here in Las Vegas, son of Jason Richardson. He got drafted in the first round, so congratulations to him. I'm happy to see that. And then the second round, Kobe Sanders, who was at University of Nevada, he got drafted in the second round. So for those two, they got drafted, and because of the Nevada connection, everything there, I definitely wanted to shout that out. So Jace Richardson, Kobe Sanders, congratulations.
That what's up.
And then secondly, I'm going to go over to my sport, and that's hockey. The biggest name in free agency is this guy named Mitch Marner. He's a wing. He had 102 points last year for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And he signed an 8-year deal, $96 million to come to the Vegas Golden Knights. So the biggest name in free agency is now a Vegas Golden Knight.
Oh, I didn't know that he came there. I didn't know. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, and he's wearing number 93. Why? Who knows? But he's wearing a higher digit. So there you go.
That's a good year. That's the year my son was born. So that's a good year.
There you go.
That's a sign.
There.
I'm going with Dylan Harper, Ron Harper's son. Like legacy guys. I didn't want another guard. We got like 6 of them on San Antonio, but you know, the front office, they know what they're doing. We picked up a wing, but yeah, Dylan Harper, everybody's saying he's going to be great, and great ball handler. It's like he shoot. So I just can't wait. Wemby's getting healthy. You know, so I'm taking it slow when it comes to basketball. But Dylan Harper, I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna stop being biased and being old school. Like you said, I gotta progress again. What's your wife? I think you can grow as a fan. You can grow as a fan, but Dylan Harper, give him a shot. I'm gonna give him a shot. I didn't want a guard. I wanted a wing and a power forward.
Why? Why didn't you want a guard?
We don't need none. We got Stephen Castle and Vassell and Keldon Johnson. So I didn't think we need another guard. I just didn't.
So you're happy with those guards that you already have?
Yeah, I'm happy with the guards we already had. I just said Harper. They said he's a great ball handler. He can shoot. He's going to start immediately coming to San Antonio. I said we'll see. I like Stephen Castle, but we'll see. But good job, San Antonio. We're building. Pop's not going to be the coach anymore, so I can't wait to see how this pans out. And all,
Isn't it gonna be weird not to see him coaching
on the sideline?
A little bit, but
it's been 40 years, something crazy.
It's been 29 years. He started coaching in 1996 or 97. 97 his first year, but he really technically, but he was the president before he became coach. In the front office stuff, yeah. But Dylan Harper is that's my guy.
Okay. Let me get a drink real quick.
So
can I forgot to say to piggyback off of that, you were talking about Jace Richardson.
Yes.
You know, his dad went to my school. I mean, he went to my school.
Yes.
So they're both Michigan State grads. Both of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'll be rooting for him down in Orlando. Maybe I'll catch a game.
So
there you go.
My first question of the night: since all the basketball players that got injured, do you think that NBA teams still will make it to the playoffs next year? Sharon.
I don't understand your question. What you
understand
mean?
it. For all the basketball players who got injured, the teams they on, like Indiana, will
they make the play? Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, they should.
I think you're mostly saying Boston, Indiana, and Milwaukee, unless I'm
they should. Giannis is not really hurt, right? So they should play.
I think they will all. I think they'll all make it if Giannis stays. I'm not sure about Boston because Tatum tore his Achilles late in the season.
But they'll make like the 7th or 8th seed. They'll definitely make that.
He's not going to be back. He's not going to be back. Period.
Right.
I don't think
but they'll still make. They're good enough to make.
You got to remember, they got rid of 2 people.
Right.
Yeah, but Boston makes moves to get somebody else. I think they reach a 7th, 8th seed. As I said, at least I give them that.
Okay.
They'll probably do a plan or something.
Let me help you, Derek. We talking about Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
there's not too many pieces out there that they can actually sign that hasn't been signed already that can compare to that huge hole that's going to be left by Jason Tatum, Porzingis, and the other guy.
We got to see the Luka trade last year.
No, we ain't got to see. They're not going to be able to do it. That's what I'm saying to you. It's not a given that they're going to make the playoffs. I'm just cautioning you. It's not a given. That's a huge hole.
Yeah.
It's 3.
So they will not make the NBA finals, but they will make the playoffs. Yes.
As I said, it's not hard to make the NBA playoffs.
I have to remind myself, this is the Eastern Conference.
Right.
When it comes to
the
I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
But other teams are going to get better this offseason.
Well, what I'm also going to say is Boston is clearly doing a soft rebuild. Offloading Holiday, offloading Porzingis, not getting much value back in terms of actual players.
I'm looking forward to seeing where Giannis goes. If they're keeping Giannis,
nowhere. I mean, he's staying in Milwaukee. So,
my next question: who do you trust the most to get their NBA teams to the playoffs next year? LeBron James or Kevin Durant.
Oh, Kevin Durant. Oh, I'm sorry.
So who do I trust?
Yep, to get that team to the playoffs.
At their age, none.
Well,
honestly, I don't really trust either one to carry somebody into the playoff or trust them to go into a playoff and having them be on their back.
But Kevin's going to be the star of Houston.
If anything, I'm going to say this. With LA, that really should be Luka's team at this point. So if Luka has the ability to help them get into the playoffs, that's going to mostly be on him, if it should be. But when it comes to Houston, with all the young talent that they have around KD, I don't think that it's going to be at a point where he's going to have to score X amount of games every single night to get them in the playoffs. He has people around him that are going to help with that situation. So to answer your question, I don't think KD or LeBron at this point have to carry the team that's around them. If anything, there's players on the team that are surrounded by him that should help get to the playoffs. I'm talking about LA and Houston. Like I'm saying at this point with their age, they shouldn't be the one doing it solely on them.
Right. Okay.
I don't have an answer. I think I trust KD more. Just move on. I can't talk about my Lakers right now.
Derek?
I'm going with since you said that Luka is he is the star now. That's his team.
I mean, it should be. Honestly, you should build around Luka if you're being smart. But. I'm
going with KD. KD has a better coach. He has the younger team. They had 50 games last year. They were the 2 seed, right?
2 seed, yeah, got lost in the first round.
Yeah, so now with KD, I think they can at least get to the second and third round. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how KD goes through the regular season, bar no injuries. Knock on wood, bar no injuries. You know, pray for no injuries. I think it should be Houston.
To me, in my opinion, I don't trust none one of them. And leadership, though nobody got no leadership. Kevin Durant don't got no leadership, and LeBron James don't got no leadership.
All right, so when we say that's crazy, you can't make that take on LeBron.
Yes,
LeBron is still one of the best leaders in basketball.
Oh my God, no, not you too. No,
he's one of the best leaders in basketball. He is. No, he is. LeBron has done more with less.
That's not leadership, dude.
They're not leadership.
What leadership? What do you consider leadership?
Leadership. He's a great leader. He's a great leader of himself.
And are we talking about him right now or just him over a career?
I'm talking about right now.
LeBron James is still giving 26 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. That is leadership.
Derek, that's not Derek. That's not leadership.
Listen. Stop. Bro, we talk about leadership. Are you talking about just him ball handling, like handling, making the plays that he's supposed to make? What are we talking about?
Leadership means.
What are we talking about?
Leadership. You know what leadership means.
Go ahead, please explain.
Performance.
Jesus Christ.
There's performance. There's leadership. He is no leader right now. Everything is about him and what he wants to do.
Okay.
And catering to him. That's not leading. That's not leading. It's not being
He led the Lakers to the playoffs before Luka got there. He led the Lakers to the playoffs when Luka got there. So I'm just saying, just because Luka's now the number one guy here, because he's younger and he's better, doesn't discount from what LeBron still can do and still can bring to the table. He's 42. And he can average 26. To me, that got a little bit to do with it.
We're not talking about performance. Apparently, you think performance means leadership. It's not.
I'm not saying all of it, but it's part of it. It's part of it.
Once again, Derek, you be bringing stuff in that's not relative to what we talk about.
Listen, leadership. Explain leadership then, because You act like he's a detrimental to what their team is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I want you to explain it. I don't think you know what leadership is. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
No, Andre, he's not a leader. Kevin Durant, he don't
Okay. Listen. Let me say something on behalf of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is not a leader, so to speak, nor has he tried to be, nor did he set himself out and say he is, and then failed to be it, like some other people we know has done. So, and he's also proven he doesn't have to be the leader to win. He doesn't. He's perfectly. This is the reason why I think it's going to work with him in Houston, because he does not have to be the leader of the team, even though he's going to be the man.
Right.
Those young guys on that team respect him. You got to look who's on the team. And I've watched those guys on the team, and I heard some of the things that they've said. They actually have respect for the people who come before them.
Right.
And I believe that that's going to work there in Houston, because KD doesn't try to demand to be the leader. He doesn't demand all the attention. He just wants to hoop.
Right.
And that dude, you talking about LeBron and 26 a night. KD can give you 26 a night.
That's true.
He can give you 28 to 30 a night.
That's true.
And he can pull up from 30 at a moment's notice, and the shit's going in. Yeah. Dude is still balling at 38 years old. He ain't no spring chicken either.
Right.
But he's still putting that. He knows how to put the ball in the basket. Unfortunately for him, he's been 2 or 3 years at Phoenix, which was a waste of time. Right. And I said that. I don't know if you remember, Ryan, but I said that's where players go to die. You never want to go to Phoenix. And I was pissed when he went to Phoenix. I was like, why?
Wait. I don't know if that's where a player goes to die, because Steve.
Yeah, that's where players go to die.
Steve Nash just
came across. I'm not even going to argue that.
Yeah,
with you.
because
history has shown that's what happens. And so I do not want him to go there. I didn't want him to go to Houston either. I'm not even going to tell you where I wanted him to go. But he's in Houston, and I think it's going to actually work for him. And I'm pulling.
Udoka is the main reason why he's going to work in Houston. Udoka is a great coach.
All I just saying, I don't think that the head coach of Houston came out saying Kevin Durant going to be the first option,
and he should be
right.
But he doesn't have to be the leader of the team.
Right.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And he is a good example of this phenomenon when the best player doesn't have to be the leader of the team to win.
Okay,
he doesn't have to be.
I get it. Tyrese Halliburton is the leader of the Pacers, but to me, Siakam is probably the best scorer on that team. Correct. So that's what we're saying. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Jason Kidd, even though Jason Kidd was the best player on that Nets team, he still was the leader. He led that Nets to 2 conference finals. Him and Byron Scott, and that's a crazy lineup. But I hear what you're saying as far as leadership. I understand.
What I'm talking about, a leader. To me, in my opinion, Jason Kidd is a good leader when he was playing.
Most point guards are the leader of the team.
That's what I'm talking about. Those leaders to me.
But for the most part, LeBron's been the leader of most of all the teams he's been on. And even though AD gets a lot of credit for that 2020 championship, LeBron James is still the best and the leader of that fleet. Is this Lakers team now? Luka is if you want to say Luka now, sure, Luka's. Quote on doubt, the best player and the leader on this Laker team. I just think LeBron's the OG, so that's why I never discredit him when it comes to leadership.
And what's the next topic?
My next question: do you like your NBA team first round draft pick in?
The Las Vegas expansion team did not have a first round pick, so unfortunately, because Las Vegas doesn't have a pick until like 4 or 5 years from now, I'm going to say NA, incomplete, for something.
Yeah, yes or no?
As I said, I wanted the power forward and a wing. We got a wing. I am waiting to see how Dylan Harper fits into our system, how our new system works. You know, maybe we still have remnants of what Pop, drew up. So I think like a B, C plus. We'll see. Just putting pieces around Wemby. So we'll see.
Sharon.
We didn't have any. That's it.
Like I said, I love what the Hawks did. Got somebody from Georgia. It been so long. So I love that.
Did he play?
Yeah.
All right.
He did play and he good. He need to put on some weight though. It looked like a soaking wet $105. He need to put on like at least 15 pounds.
He a guard or forward?
Huh?
He a guard or forward?
A forward.
Okay.
But he the play guard.
Okay.
My next question. Since the NFL have tape on Jalen Daniels, do you think he will be better this year coming up? Or do you think he will come back down to reality?
Sophomore slump.
There.
You know what? No, I think he's going to ball. I think he's going to. The defense got a little bit better. Scary Terry's not there no more, right? I think did he get there? He's still there. Okay. No, I don't think he. I think the blowout against the Eagles. That's motivation for him. You see, you got to step your game up. The fact that they made it that far, that team was pretty good last year, and he's the main reason. He scared a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's about top guys I'm looking out for. We got to play them next year. Yeah, Jaden Daniels, I'm not gonna lie, I do not want no smoke. That boy is a killer. And the fact that they took out Detroit last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, I don't think he gonna have a sophomore slump. I was thinking, are we comparing Jaden Daniels to CJ Stroud? And I think Daniels is better than CJ Stroud. Yeah. I think he is. As far as first year going into this second year, I am afraid this dude is gonna be a problem.
Right.
Even wasn't so darn loaded. They'll probably be coming off the
Wait a minute, say that again. I ain't hear that. You just said Jalen Daniels better than CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I think as far as his rookie going into his second year, the expectations, I think he is. Yes. Yes.
Sharon.
So this is what I have to say. Last I checked, Magic Johnson is part of the ownership group, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is, yes.
Yep.
And what does everything that he touched turn to?
Go.
Next. That's my answer.
He told to go everything he touched. I mean, the man had so many movie theaters at one point in time.
And but look, he ain't got and he don't have to pick up a ball.
What?
It's something about what he does, decisions he makes, advice he gives, whatever it is, whatever he touches, turn to gold.
Right.
Sharon, I'm not trying to be on your bad side, but what did he really do for your Lakers?
A lot.
He's done a whole lot for the Lakers. Behind
the scenes. As far as recruiting, probably.
I don't know how deep in that organization.
Yeah. Well, okay. Maybe I think about it. Yeah, he was there doing the Kobe. Yeah.
And now that they have a new majority owner, who's his business partner anyway.
Yeah.
Magic about to do some stuff. That's why he's excited. You know, Jeannie's one of his best friends, but yeah, he's always wanted to own the Lakers. Right. Always.
So
and he's always he's had an ownership stake in there for years.
Forever. Like ever.
When it comes
when I think about it, when I asked that question, I was like, yeah, he did do a lot. And he's legacy, so arguably a top 5 player himself. So
So when it comes to Washington, I think that they are going to have a great season. For Jaden Daniels, would I be surprised if his stats dipped just a little bit? No, because of the sophomore slump, because of the fact that it is going to be a second year. There's a much more film now. They can study more based off of certain packages and stuff that he has at quarterback. So I'm going to say that Washington as a whole, most likely going to win the division. I mean, them being first or second in that division, that seems to be the realistic outcome. But performance-wise, I think his stats will dip just a little bit because there is more footage now because you have more to watch.
So when you say dip, you mean like CJ Stroud dip?
Well, I'm not saying CJ Stroud. I'm not making an example. I'm just saying that I won't be surprised if he has, some less passing yards or if there's, touchdowns. If that goes down, for example. Because you're going to have a second year. The reason why the sophomore slump happens a good portion of the time is because of the fact that they can now prepare for you more. Because they have the ability to now go back and look at what you did in year one and study and look at the film and create certain schemes and certain strategies to go up against you because they have that now. Whereas a rookie, they really didn't have anything. Yeah, you can go back and watch your college film, but it's not the same.
Right.
My next question. Who had more pressure on them? Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, and why them? There.
I'm going Aaron Rodgers. He's going to Pittsburgh, and they are a playoff team. So, the Giants are not. And they got nice draft picks, but Russ, he's going towards the twilight of his career. So is, of course, Aaron Rodgers at the twilight of his career. But Aaron Rodgers is probably going to go to the playoffs. I think the pressure's on Aaron Rodgers. We're waiting for him to get back to the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, and he hasn't done it in a few years. So,
So when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, when it comes to Russell Wilson, it's going to be very difficult to kind of grade, just because with Russell Wilson, there's not even a guarantee that he's going to be the starting quarterback with the New York Giants. There is a battle with the New York Giants with the amount of quarterbacks they have on that roster. With Pittsburgh, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, it really depends at this point when it comes to the offense and what the Steelers have in that organization. There's a chance that he could end up being really good for Pittsburgh, and there's a chance that he could get injured in week one. They got to go with Will Howard or Mason Rudolph. It just depends on the situation. Really, the quarterback that I'm really looking to see, who is on borrowed time, is Joe Flacco, Cleveland Browns. I want to see how many games he starts for Cleveland this year. So,
let me say this, then I turn it over to you, Sharon. I don't think Aaron Rodgers got to do that much this year.
No,
everything right there.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the offense. Like, that's my answer. Depends on how Pittsburgh offense.
He got everything right there. And not like the Jets. The Jets, we know what they was. But Pittsburgh, this a different monster. A different monster. When you say Pittsburgh, it's a different monster. And they got everything they need. Now, can they make it to the playoffs? I think so. I really think so because they got everything there.
So I'm not going to speak for Sharon. Obviously, she's the Steelers fan in the room. But what I'm going to say is I think at this point, if you're the Steelers, is making the playoffs really it? Or are you trying to get past the first round? Because it's been how many years since you've gone past the first round? Like, if you're the Steelers organization, a first round exit year after year doesn't feel like that's enough for Pittsburgh.
That's right. You're
like,
right.
The standard should be higher.
But since Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback y'all had.
But look, I just think about everything Pittsburgh had.
Like, I'm a hockey fan, so obviously it's going to kind of go over some people's heads. The Los Angeles Kings have been first round exit. But the Kings should be doing more than that. Like, the LA Kings used to win Stanley Cups. I mean, they won 2 Stanley Cups in the last decade. But they, for the last 8 years, have been first round exit every single time. Like, that shouldn't be your standard. It should be to get out of the first round.
Sharon, what?
Well, Russell Wilson is playing in the largest sports market in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could argue the world. And it's tough in New York. And New Yorkers are tough people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're tough. They're just tough. I'll say that. I'm not gonna call them assholes or nothing like that. They're just tough. They don't play. Now, Steelers fans are tough too, because it's the Steelers. Like you were saying, it's the Steelers. But between the two, I have to say it's Aaron Rodgers. And the reason I say it's Aaron Rodgers is because Aaron Rodgers, well, both of them are probably going to go to the Hall of Fame.
True.
Yeah.
We know Aaron is.
First
Russell probably will. But we know Aaron's going first ballot.
Yeah.
No matter how much I hate him, he's going first.
Going first ballot.
If you are a first ballot Hall of Famer and you come to play with the longest tenured coach who happens to know how to coach, and you wet the bed, you're going to look like a real bum. Russell Wilson, the expectations for him, it's all over the place. Because why? Because he's not Aaron Rodgers. This is Aaron Rodgers now. This is Aaron Rodgers that people have said most talented quarterback they've ever seen. He's a bad man. To me, he's just bad. I can't say
so
there's very few athletes that I have hated in my life, and I tell you, he's one. I just can't stand him. But
A-Rod,
he used to be able to play.
What?
He's 40, so I'm not feeling very good and very confident that he's going to be able to do this. Now, he came from a cold weather team, went to another cold weather team, and now he's coming to Pittsburgh, which is cold. So it's not that I don't think he can handle playing in cold weather. I just think that he's entitled. He's an ass in the locker room. And I believe that if things don't go right, he's not going to accept accountability, and he's not going to try to make any adjustments in his game. He's going to make it about everybody else to change around him. A little LeBron James's like.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not happy about that in the locker room.
Let me ask you this. Do you think y'all did enough to put around him?
No, I don't think so. You know how I feel about all this stuff.
I mean,
we should have kept George Pickens. I don't care about his behavior. Don't care about none of that shit. Get him a straight jacket and some liquor. Calm him down when he's not playing. Just do that. Get him a whole bunch of women that he can screw on the off season. Do whatever. But when it comes time for the game, that brother can catch a damn ball. That boy, That man run. I don't know if you watch. Wide receiver is my favorite position in football. I never said that publicly, but it is. One thing I know how to watch is route running. And when I tell you that brother can run a route, and that's the reason why those times when the ball was not thrown correctly and he was pissed, he knew what he was talking about. He runs a tight route. And he's an athletic freak. To me, he plays the game like Randy Moss almost. All he needs is time to keep developing those skills. I'm not saying that he's Randy. I'm saying he's like a young Randy. Like when he was at West Virginia, he's like him. And tall, lanky, fast, good hands, all of that. Yeah. And we let this man go because of whatever. The shenanigans weren't that shenanigans to me. It's really easy. Don't let him talk to the press. I'd pay a fine every damn week to keep him and to keep the press from him. I'd pay that damn fine every week. It'd be worth it. That's how I feel about it. So no, I'm not happy that he's gone. I'm not happy that Mika's gone. I've been trying to look at this Mika trade, and I'm like, and people are talking about, well, the last 2 years he hasn't been. He was injured the last 2 years, guys. He played last year with an injury that nagged him the whole season. He did as well as he could do with that. At least he didn't miss games. He played hurt. All right. And then he wants to be a Steeler, and he loves the organization, and he's ready to ball out of control. They should have kept the brother. He's a Steeler. I feel the same way as I felt when they let Juju go. It was the same thing. Juju wasn't Antonio Brown, but damn it, he was better than the crap we had. Should have kept him. So I'm not happy about it. I'm not confident, but Aaron Rodgers got more to prove because he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. He's wearing the black and gold. He's got number 8 on his damn chest. He better ball the fuck out. That's all I know.
Hey, better. Can I interject something real quick?
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP, 5-time All-Pro. Yes, Hall of Fame. Even as somebody who hates Aaron Rodgers, Bears fan, he is going to go in the Hall of Fame.
He's going.
But Russell Wilson, 1-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time All-Pro. Is he first ballot or is
no? But he's gonna be the Hall of Fame.
I don't think he's first ballot.
I don't.
Okay. Outside of
and let me tell you, if he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame at all, it wouldn't shock me.
Right. I'm trying to think in my head. 1-time All-Pro.
Outside of Patrick Mahomes, maybe Tom Brady, and Ben Roethlisberger, he has one of the fastest starts to NFL quarterbacks that I've ever seen.
Well, right, but I'm just trying to think in my head.
In recent history, I'm talking about recent history.
I don't. In my opinion,
he's been to 2 Super Bowls. Aaron only been to 1, and he beat Aaron, right?
No.
Wait.
I think he beat Aaron. I
thought Aaron went to 2, lost 1 and won 1.
Aaron.
Wait, hold on. So Aaron Rodgers is 1-0 in 2010.
Yeah, right. He's 1-0, right?
Oh, but he is 1-0. Okay.
Right, Russell Wilson is 1-1.
Right. 1-1, right.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He lost to New England, right?
In my opinion, I don't think Russell Wilson a first ballot.
No,
none of us do. None of us think.
Well, I think he's not first ballot because of the Denver thing, and then because he was successful in Pittsburgh. If he was successful in Denver, and then maybe let's say he was subpar in Pittsburgh, we could probably say he may be first ballot, but
what I'm trying to say is that I think the Russell Wilson Hall of Very Good, absolutely. But do I think he's Hall of Fame off of one?
He's Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame.
I don't know.
I don't know. He might be. He might not be. That's what I'm saying. If I'm standing on the committee, I'd let him in. But if they didn't, it wouldn't surprise me.
His first 5 years.
That's what I'm saying, Derek. I know his whole career. I know. I follow him.
I'm just saying his first 5 years, he had one of the fastest on track quarterbacks.
I get it. Yeah. But do you go to the Hall of Fame for a fast track start? No. You got to. Is that along with whatever else you did? Big Ben. The reason why the whole thing with Big Ben was so wonderful is he kept the shit up.
Yeah, he did.
You see what I'm saying?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Like it's kind of like the same argument I've had about Matthew Stafford. He's never been an All-Pro, but he won a Super Bowl. Like he's a one-time champion, but he's never been an All-Pro. Some people try to convince me Matthew Stafford's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
So what's your answer?
That's debatable. That's debatable still. I just think Russ with the 2 Super Bowl, 1 appearance and 1 loss. 1 Super Bowl, champion and then 1 loss. That loss, I mean, if you want to say it's his fault, that's fine. They merely put that team around him. And then Marshawn Lynch should have been the MVP, for that game. But with those 2 rings, he's definitely in the Hall of Fame with those 2 if he gets those 2 rings. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that he's first ballot. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame. You can't do that. That's not fair to him.
No, it's not definite. It's just not.
Okay.
It's not my opinion. It's just.
We'll see.
So Ian, what's your answer? Who has the most pressure?
So my answer would be based off the situation. It would be Aaron Rodgers because he's actually going to be the starting quarterback. There's no guarantee that Russell Wilson's even going to come out of training camp and win that battle. There's 3 quarterbacks battling for 1 spot. So
if he can't beat Wilson, he definitely making Hall of Fame now. I think about it. Who's behind him?
It's Jackson Dart. It's Jameis Winston.
If he can't beat those 2, then yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
My next question: how much power do a NBA player have to say where he will go in the draft?
Well, considering we answered this question in the first hour of the show, I'm going to repeat exactly what I said. Because of the entitlements that these current NBA draft picks have, and because you have second-generation players, and you have guys who have been grown and they've been raised in the NBA because of who their dad was and because of who their uncle was, you're going to see more Ace Baileys, okay? You are going to see, because of the NIL, you're going to see more guys like Ace Bailey trying to pick where they want to go and saying, hey, I don't want to play for this team. I want to play for so-and-so. It's entitlement. It's because they've grown up in it. They've had money. They've been all these private schools, these AAUs. It's all they know. So, no, Ace Bailey is not just going to be an exception. He's going to be one of first. All right. He's going to be one of these guys that's going to start this trend. Next year, the NBA draft's going to show up. We're going to hear about 3 players doing the exact same thing Ace Bailey's doing now. It's going to become a trend.
Ugly trend to me, but that's just my
opinion. They got money. If you got money, you're being treated like a pro athlete already. Why not?
What you got for me?
Ace Bailey, he should work out for teams. I believe I believe that I don't think it's entitlement. Cole went to the Lakers. He's supposed to have went to Charlotte. John Elway was supposed to. He said, "If you put me with Baltimore, I'm going to play baseball." So he went to Denver. We've seen this time and time again.
But wait! Stop!
I'm just giving. Hold on. I'm just giving you just a few examples. Like Terry Bradshaw hated John Elway coming in saying, "Who does he think he is? Get to choose a pick to go to a certain team." Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. You brought up Kobe. Did Kobe say, "I only want to go to this team and I don't want to go to A, B, and C"?
Would you say you want to go to Charlotte over the Lakers?
That's not what he asked.
Kobe. But I guarantee you, Kobe was not going to the Charlotte Hornets over the Lakers.
Jesus Christ!
I guarantee you.
On this.
But I don't think it's entitlement. The NBA wants you where they want you, and they'll make ways for you to get there. That's what I'm saying.
But he told his agent I don't want to work out for the 5 teams.
Yeah, now that I don't think that's right. You should at least work out.
Wait a minute. First of all, who leaked that shit? We shouldn't even know about it.
That's true.
Right.
This is my issue with the way stuff is.
But this
now.
is the social media age.
And whoever told it need to be fired.
Yeah.
And the 5 teams, the Wizards, I think, the Brooklyn Nets, the Jazz, Toronto, and one more team. He said, I don't want to go to those 5 teams. And the Jazz drafted his ass anyway.
Because that's what that's what Danny Ainge does, though. Like, if you tell Danny Ainge not to do something, he's going to do it because he's petty. All right? Historically, Danny Ainge is that type of guy.
He's petty Betty.
That's a petty shit right there.
I do not like Danny. I do not. Oh,
I mean, just like this idea, by the way, and I'm just going to back this up.
Him. You talk about
an idea that somebody said where Ace Bailey should re-enter the draft next year, and I laughed and said, watch Danny Ainge draft him next year. Just to be petty. Watch him 12 months later, draft him again.
That is a real petty shit, and excuse my French, if any kids out here watching this. But
that's what Danny Ainge would do, though. Like, I guarantee you, if he sat out for a year, went and played in Europe, or tried to go play somewhere else, and then re-enter the draft next year, Danny Ainge draft him again, just out of spite.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say I don't like that. I was thinking about Danny Fury, but the fact that he didn't work out. To me, that's entitlement. I admit that. You at least got to work out. Like, come on, dude.
He told, I think, though, the 5 teams he said, hey, I'm not coming to y'all. I'm not going to even work out for y'all. And the Jazz draft him anyway. That's a petty shit.
Old school rules is whoever picks you up, you just ball. And if you don't like where you at, you feel like you're not winning, you feel like you're not getting treated right, then you get traded. So that's old school rule.
Wait a minute. Nah. You don't got the right to say nothing. You a rookie.
I understand you're a rookie.
You cannot go into the front office and say, I don't want to be here.
I mean, as I said, it's happened. Let's not act like it don't happen. Magic Johnson. I'm not saying Magic Johnson's title, but Magic Johnson, when he came to the Lakers, they moved heaven and earth.
How about you name us an example of an NBA player as a rookie saying, I don't want to go to X, Y, and Z?
I didn't say Magic Johnson did that, but what I'm saying is it happens.
Okay.
And that's like act like it's it happens.
Okay, but Derek, it may happen, but it doesn't happen in this way. Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, the workout. No. I agree with you. I agree with the workout.
So there's no need to talk about who did what before. That's irrelevant. The way that this dude did this is terrible. And it's a sign of how the current generation of players are.
Right. Yeah.
But it's the powers that be that created this monster when they decided to pay them.
Right.
So when I hear people in these groups complaining about this and dogging him out and writing all these nasty comments under the article about him and stuff, I'm like, but this is what your ass asked for. You were the one standing at the top of the hill talking about pay them, pay these poor children, pay them, and so they did.
Right.
So now this is what you got. Right. So sit down, go buy your damn tickets, and shut the hell up. That's what I said. So my question, so the answer to what was the damn question? I don't even know what the question is. The question was, how much power do they have? They have a lot because we, the public, gave it to them.
Yeah.
Y'all pushed for this crap. The NCAA gave in, allowed it, and now this is the cluster F we got.
Sharon, you trying to tell me that 20 years ago, if your child was in NCAA and he balling or he's playing football, whatever, and they offer this guy all these millions of dollars, and he's still going back to the NBA. You thought some people say no?
That's a stupid question.
Come on, man.
I didn't say anything about anything you just said. That's a stupid question.
He said,
that's not what any of this is about.
No, but
what I will say is I believe in the amateur sports. I believe in the integrity of it, and I believe in what it's supposed to do and what it's supposed to prepare you for. Right. But they're taking that shit away now.
Right.
And like I've always said in this argument, where is it going to stop? Because now middle school kids are getting bags.
Yeah.
It's going to go down to elementary. Next thing you know, women going to be in the damn hospital giving birth to these kids. And people going to be trying to sign contracts because their mama and daddy were good in sports before.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's going to keep going, y'all. So, hey, this is what y'all asked for. I ain't asked for shit.
My next question. Where do you rank SGA in the NBA today?
Top two. It's him and Joker. If you want to say
him and Joker.
And then the top two. If you want to say him and Luka, maybe. But he's at least in the top two. I don't like Joker. I don't like Joker. I've made that clear on all of your programming. I do not like that. I cannot deny that he's not a top three player. It's three guys that I put as Luka, SGA, and Joker. If you want to put Giannis, SGA, and Luka, or Giannis, SGA, you got to put SGA somewhere in that category.
All right, I'll come back to you there. Soon, what you got for me?
I'm sorry, but until Joker and Luka play defense, they're not top anything. Damn that. There's two sides of the damn game. You got two people who don't play defense. I don't give a darn how great their offense is. You don't even make an attempt to play defense, and you mean to tell me you gonna put him in the top three? You out of your mind, Derek. I'm disappointed in you.
Where is he as far as
skills? Nope, I'm still talking.
Wasn't he in the top three in skills?
The whole half of the game. You can't sit up there and ignore that. This is professional basketball. This ain't little league.
Yeah, but not everybody's a two-way player. I understand that you like two-way players.
No such thing as a two-way player. You supposed to play defense. I don't give a damn who you are.
He's just not
supposed to play defense.
He's not
the
a defender.
worst thing that we did is we started naming people, describing people as two-way players. We should have never started that crap. We should have never started it because there's no such thing, really. There's two sides of the game. Offense and defense. This ain't football where the offensive people be on there and the defense come up. You playing both sides of the ball for 45 minutes, damn it. You're playing it. And until they improve their defense, damn it, they're not no top three on my list. I'll give it to SGA for right now. Even though I don't think that he is the best player. I think he just had a good year. Let's see what happens next year and see if he can repeat in any of this. But no. No.
So, Ian, talk to me.
So, when you're asking about ranking, personally, I think the idea of ranking players from like 1 to 10, because of how much it fluctuates, I've always found that question to be incredibly stupid. Just because it's on a year-to-year basis. But what I will not deny is that Shea, Giannis, even a guy like Anthony Edwards, for example, those are players that I look at when it comes to the complete game, right? Both sides, the way that they play the game from top to bottom. I would say that Shea would definitely be at least top 5. Some people want to say top 3, go right ahead. But I would say Shea, Giannis, Anthony Edwards, that would probably be the 3 guys I put on there. I mean, when it comes to Sharon, she makes a really good point. I mean, if you don't play defense in the NBA, what's your value? So I would say
still like I had to look Joker's.
I'm with you on that, Ian. I'm with you.
Too,
I mean, listen, I know Joker's not a stopper, but he's not a rim protector. But he in the system they had, he did okay, and he was in the top 5 for steals. So the defense is about effort, right? That's when we talk about defense. It's about effort.
Defense is about playing defense.
Yeah, but it's still about effort.
If you're not
defender, he's not a great defender.
If you're not trying to get the ball away from that other player, then how can we say you're a top 5 player? And you don't even play defense or not even try to play defense. The man don't even try to play defense.
So every year somebody put him in a top 5 every year at the beginning of the year. Who's top 10 players? Here go Luka. Who's gonna win MVP? Luka's in there. How? Man, get that shit going. It gets on my nerves, man.
Right.
Yo, Luka is the baddest guard on the planet, bro. I'm sorry.
He is the baddest offensive guard on the planet, but he ain't playing no defense. He makes zero effort. Zero.
He gives you 27, 10, and 10.
Win with him. That's why they couldn't win. That's why they couldn't win that championship, because he is
a bad boy, man. I'm sorry.
Detriment on defense. That's why they didn't win.
Hey, can I say something without coming off as an asshole?
No. You don't still come off that way.
Hey, Derek.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Hey, Derek. By the way, every time you talk about a player, you go, "Oh, this guy did 27, 10, and 10." What the fuck does that got to do with defense?
But not every player is a good defender, Ian. Every player is a good defender.
Right.
What does that got to do?
Listen, not every player is a good defender. You just some things you're just not good at.
Okay,
Kevin Durant is a top 20, top 15 player, but he's not a great defender.
Guess what, Derek? Those people who are not great defenders can't be the best in the damn league.
So Durant is never the best in the damn league?
Right.
Durant played more defense than him. More than Luka.
Oh, okay. Luka maybe.
Sit there and tell me that he didn't. Sit there and tell me that he hasn't played better defense than Joker. Tell me that.
Maybe.
Tell me that he has not played better defense than Joker.
I'm not worried about
because I'm going to when it comes to defense data to prove that you're wrong.
Listen, y'all get on LeBron. LeBron plays well. I don't know about now, but for most of his career, LeBron played good.
I'm just saying,
y'all talk about LeBron hard. LeBron plays defense.
One more time, Derek. I swear
I'm not saying that LeBron. So hold on. Ron, what would you put SCA? I think he's in the top 3. So where would you put SCA?
I say top 3 because he do play defense.
So who's in your top 3?
All the people who play both sides of the ball.
All the people that Ian said.
Anthony Edwards is not better than Luka. You can stop that right now. I don't care how you want to look at it.
Wait a minute.
He's not better than Luka.
Wait a minute.
He's not.
I'm finna get down with you tonight. That's it.
Listen, he's not better than Luka. He's not better than Luka.
Wait a minute.
He's not better than Giannis. And he's not better than LCA. He's not better than Joker.
Let me talk. Because
Dre
Edwards do play defense. Yes or no?
Yes, he does.
Dre, message
but he's
me
not
later.
better than 4 guys I named. No, sir.
Message me later, Dre, because I gotta talk to you about Thursday.
Let me ask Andre this question.
I got to go.
I've been trying to get to.
I got you.
Where do you rank SGA
I've been listening
in
to
the
this
NBA today, Andre?
As what? Are we talking about players in general or at his position? What are we talking about?
Players in general. Where do you rank SGA as a player?
In general?
Right now. Just right now.
SGA is top 3 right now. Anybody who say that he's not top 3 right now is absolutely out of their marbles. First and foremost, number one. Hold on. I've been listening to the whole show this whole time. I was mad. I was high that I was at the office earlier and I couldn't get on, but I appreciate y'all, by the way. But Ron, we're gonna get to that later too. I get to you, sir. You let him off the hook too easy.
Look, I did not have enough time, Andre.
I'm gonna tell you how it's done later on. Don't worry, I got you. But now talking about SGA. SGA is a top 3 player in the league. I don't care what nobody got to say. First and foremost, the man plays defense, and offensively, 30 points, knows how to get to the cup. He's somebody you can't stop SGA. You can only contain him. When you hear that type of moniker from anybody, you are literally in the star category. I'm not understanding. Who got something against SGA? Who?
No. Nobody. I just about asking a question, dog. No.
Okay. No. Let me keep it a brick. I gotta keep it a brick from somebody who's literally, and Sharon, you know this. For people who don't know, I play and I coach. Defense is an effort thing. You have to put effort into wanting to play defense. When you score, hold on, you gotta want to play defense. When you score, Kevin Durant, I heard somebody mention about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant with the Warriors was one of the better two-way players in the league. What are we talking about?
That's right.
Yes, he did play defense.
Yes, he did.
Let me tell you why.
Stats are there.
I'm a Durant fan. You're not telling me nothing that I don't know. But go ahead.
When we was in OKC, right? Were the OKC Thunder winning? Yeah, they was winning games. But did they ever win championships? No. Championships, winning promotes behaviors. Kevin Durant didn't become a great two-way player until he went to Golden State because the culture is built on winning. They already won championships before Kevin Durant. When you win a championship, that promotes other things. When you see a team that Golden State has, it makes you want to defend even more because you're winning games at an alarming clip. The way Golden State win basketball games, I've never seen another team for real win basketball games as such. Golden State could be down 20 and up 20 in about 5 minutes if you're not paying attention. If you blink your eyes twice, they would be up 20 on you after being down 20. That promotes people to want to play defense, to defend. Kevin Durant in Phoenix was nothing but a scorer. The thing that he's been for his entire career. Kevin Durant is not a leader also. That's another thing that's a problem. Kevin Durant is not a leader. Kevin Durant never cared about being a leader. Kevin Durant will never be a leader.
He just wants to hoop.
He just want to play basketball. You can tell it from, listen, you can tell by his interviews, the way he conducts himself on the court, the way he conducts himself off the court, the way he conducts himself when he at different events. He doesn't give you leadership.
Dre, he flat out said this. You ain't even got to guess. He said, all I want to do is hoop.
Oh, I know.
That's what he said.
I know, but that's my thing. So when people say about Kevin Durant being a leader, no, he's not a leader at all. Now I tell you somebody, y'all mentioned LeBron James. Y'all mentioned LeBron James.
I did.
LeBron James is a leader. He is a leader. LeBron James.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what they watching.
You didn't let him finish, Derek. Let him finish.
Let me explain why I say he's a leader. LeBron James is a leader because of the influence that he has.
Okay, I give you that.
That's why he's a leader. When you can influence, when you can move chess pieces, like getting your son to play for the Lakers, when you know your son damn sure shouldn't have been drafted, them little 2 measly ass points he was giving up at USC, sir, 2-3 points he was giving up at USC. Who else have you ever seen legitimately with that type of banner on the back of their jersey has ever gotten away with 3 points and being drafted like that? Nobody. Nepotism, but at the same token, I'm at it because as a father and a black man, I want to see that type of stuff. You want to see that type of stuff. He's a leader.
Okay.
Anywhere LeBron goes, hold on. Anywhere LeBron goes, he's moving the chess piece. When he was in Cleveland, he moved the chess piece. When he was in Miami, he moved the chess piece. When he went to LA, he moved the chess piece. Now, is he a great leader? That's something else. Being a leader and a great leader is two different things. You can have a title, but what you do with the title is two different things.
Now, you made a good point. You made a good point, Andre, but I got a question for you. If your son is bad at basketball, will you tell your son, hey, dog, wait a minute. Will you be like, hey, dog, yeah, you might want to do something else? Or will you be like, you know what? You might got a little bit.
Okay. Good that you asked that question. For those people who know my son, you know my son very well, my oldest son. You know that I'm my son's toughest critic.
Yes. So that's why I asked you that question.
Listen, there is no gloves when it comes to my son. The gloves is off.
Thank you.
We don't play. Listen, when it comes to our kids, when it comes to your seed, your legacies, we ain't sugarcoat. We don't play sugarcoat games. We don't do puppy love. We don't pillow talk. We don't do pillow talking with our kids. I give it to them straight and plain. Listen, sir, as a leader, this, that, and the third. This is what you need to work on. This is such and such. And me and my son, we have had arguments in past, but I'd rather have arguments with my son if it leads to greatness, which is my expectation, than sitting up here coddling my son, and my son don't get to where he needs to go. When he's had all the opportunity and all the alignment put there for him to be in that position. You don't do that. I'm sorry.
I had to ask you that question because you know where I was coming from. Man.
Absolutely, I know where you're coming from. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now, hold on, though. Can I say this real quick? I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt the flow of your show, but I know damn well. First of all, Ian Kelly, where you at, sir? Shout out to my boy Ian Kelly. Oh, okay. Shout out to my boy Ian Kelly, sir. That beard, I don't know what's up with the beard. I see him growing out the beard. The beard looks like a little empty of the beard, because I be trying to grow out my beard, sir. But what you hiding underneath that beard, sir, is crazy to me. Did this man go on the show and say he questions Matthew Stafford being a Hall of Famer? That is quite funny coming from a Chicago Bears fan, sir. It would be interesting coming from
Everybody got their own opinion.
Catch the gameplay, Derek. A Chicago.
We had this argument before. Philip Rivers, Matthew Stafford. We had this argument before, so I ain't worried about it.
Everybody got their own, and you know that, Andre. Everybody got their own.
But you agree with me that Russell Wilson still had one of the fastest starts before Mahomes got in the league. He had one of the fastest starts for an NFL quarterback coming into a new team. That we've seen in a long time.
Where did that get you?
Hold on now. I don't mean to. Hold on, Ryan. I don't mean to get explicit on the show. I don't know if this is a PG show or a rated R show, sir. But we also all know that what's so funny about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson reminds me of Derek. Come on. Ready for some man talk?
What, Don McNabb?
No.
Don't say it, Andre.
Yeah. The fire starter right here now. See, I've been waiting to get on the show for a second. You know how when you get in some good, you know what? You tearing that thing up at first, but then you find out that thing is better than what you thought it was, and you slow your ass down. That's Russell Wilson. He got it there, thought it was all good, and then all of a sudden it got too good. He had to slow that ass down. That's Russell Wilson for you, right there in the action.
Let me go to my next question.
Go ahead.
Should the NFL step in and make the Cincinnati Bengals sell the team ASAP.
Yo, can I answer this first?
Yes.
The Cincinnati Bengals is not making the playoffs again this year for the third straight year. I have literally, Sharon, you know this, and anybody who listens, y'all know I done called this 3 years in a row now. I called it the first year when everybody was like, huh? What'd he say? They're not making They're not making the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs. I called it again. But back to the second year, I said, oh, y'all think because Joe Burrow coming back that gonna mean y'all gonna make the playoffs. Y'all not making the playoffs again. What happened last year? Make the playoffs. I'm gonna call it again this year. They not making the playoffs. You want to know why? And no, they should sell the team. They ain't that bad, Ron. Damn.
No, you see that defense? You see them in.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Listen, Joe Burrow gonna go for 4,997 yards and counting, and they gonna give up 1 point a game. They gonna score 30.
Right. So, man, you talk about this on your show. Yeah. He destroyed with the best of them, but how you gonna stop players? How you gonna stop the wide receivers? How?
Outscore them.
They not outscoring nobody. They can't stop a cold.
They can't stop a cold, but they probably won't make the playoffs. But I don't think they should show the team. The Cincinnati Bengals are like the Clippers or the Sacramento Kings of NFL. So you know, they are notoriously either lukewarm or just not that good. And then it had a long stretch of them just.
I would have called them the New Orleans Pelicans. They would be the Pelicans to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but wait a minute, there. You don't want to pay your rookie who you drafted. You don't want to pay the only pass rusher you got on your defense.
That's culture. Once again, two culture problems right there. That's two culture problems. Another reason why I said the Cincinnati Bengals will not make the playoffs. They have too many culture problems.
So I said it a while back, and Shannon, I've been saying this for a long time. It starts at the top. Yes or no?
Culture.
Right. So if your owner don't want to pay no players, how you going to win on defense?
That's because they don't want to win for real. That's the only
bingo. So why?
Listen, they're still living off that playoff run when they beat Mahomes, and they did make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but did you win?
No.
Okay, then so what? What?
But I'm saying for some NFL teams, that's enough for them, and it's sad that is enough.
Thank you. Get the right there. Do you know?
Yeah, it's sad that it is enough, but that's just like you said, it's culture. So I don't think they're gonna sell the team now. I don't think if it is, I'll be shocked.
Okay. Okay. All I just saying, pay your players.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to go over there to Cincinnati.
It's cold.
You're a Denver Bronco fan.
Denver's not as cold. It is crazy. I'm not from Denver, but it's not as cold as everybody claim it is. It snows a little bit because in the mountains, but it's not as cold as everybody think it is. It's cold in Chicago. It's cold in Green Bay. It's cold in New England. It gets cold in Philly a little bit. I don't know. I think it gets cold up in Pittsburgh.
Wait a minute.
But Denver is not as cold as everybody think it is.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, it rains a lot in Denver.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look,
as a recent history.
We got 6 minutes, and I'm not talking about the weather. I want to give my answer.
Okay.
Good.
Are you ready for my answer?
Yes.
They need to sell the damn team. They cheap. They mismanage their funds. They don't know how to take care of their facilities, and they're racist. So for me, they have nothing left to hold on to keep that damn team.
Okay, hold on now.
There's nothing you can tell me about the Cincinnati Bengals organization. I know them very well.
Hey, Sharon. You went deeper than I've heard most people go. And for the reason that you went deeper, you might have actually just changed my thought. My thought on the Cincinnati Bengals is that they need a better owner, that they needed better ownership. But if we gonna have the same problems even with other ownership, ain't no point. You might be on something.
No. I think I think if they did have better ownership, it would be better.
Like
I almost wish that Magic Johnson bought that team. It'd be a whole different thing.
Okay,
see what I mean?
you wouldn't want to sell the team then.
But the owner is just the fans have been calling for them to sell that team as long as we were calling for them to sell the Reds. It's the same situation.
Hey Ron, can I give you an answer real quick?
There he is. Where you been, man?
Hey, I gotta go take care of something real quick.
Okay.
Hey Ron, when it comes to Cincinnati Bengals, my answer is gonna be: don't force them to sell the team. The owner is like 90 years old. All right, he is going to die within the next 10 years. Okay? Just wait for him to die. All right, he's 90 years old. Wait for him to die, and then it'll take care of itself.
That cold blooded.
I mean, I'm just being honest. That's the answer.
But the fans, the family that's running the organization, they're doing such a terrible job. It's just they just need to go. They just need to give it to somebody that cares.
Give it to somebody that would do something with the team.
All I know is when an original owner dies and somebody else takes over, Detroit Lions, for example, they start to improve because it's no longer the same old ownership.
We didn't see that with Washington.
Sometimes that's the case, and sometimes it's not.
So what he is saying in a nutshell is that team should bear down. Then you should know all about dying.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm on you.
Andre,
yeah.
Where
your face at? Show that nice beard report.
Andre, don't start.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it right now. I'm on it. The fire starter.
I don't know why you're bringing up my team for. Yeah, she passed away. She's like 101 years old.
Don't start.
What's up, Ian Kelly? What's up? What's up, my guy? You already know. What's good, my guy? We talk. Listen, me and Ian talk all the time. He know what time it is.
I mean, we talked a few hours ago. Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We got 3 minutes.
What's good with it, Ron? Can I just say this? Can I say this real quick, Ron?
Yeah.
You let Russell off the hook. You let him off the hook.
I did not have that much time.
Oh, you didn't have that much time?
I did not have that much time.
I had to keep it moving.
I did not have that much time.
Hold on, Sharon. If somebody came at my team, all you got to give me is 2 minutes to roast them. I'd have came at it just like this, sir.
That's me.
First of all, we've been to more Super Bowls than your team been to. Number one, I mean, in 1998, I remember AARP John Elway, Dirty Dancing on Your Dirty Birds, right? Dirty Dancing on Your Dirty Birds, and winning the Super Bowl on y'all asses. It took y'all 20 years to rise up and get dust off y'all dirty asses to go to another Super Bowl, only to commit the greatest sin in football history with 28-3, while y'all got y'all ass dusted off by the Boston Tea Party.
You just sell the Falcons? You just sell the Falcons, Ryan? All right. Yeah, let's talk about that. You just sell the Falcons, Ryan? How many Super Bowls up into?
Hey. We got 3 questions left.
Okay.
Are we gonna go to these questions, or we just?
That's how I would have went at Russell. You should have went at Russell like that. I'm just showing you how you should have went at Russell. Right. I'm not coming at you. I'm just showing you how you should.
Right.
All right. We need final thoughts now.
We need final thoughts. Andre, tell the people where they define you at, and thank you for coming on the show this week.
Well, listen, it's been a long time coming. I'm glad to be on Talk Your Ish. By the way, y'all already know. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, the whole 9 yards. It's always fun to talk sports talk. I can't wait till Thursday to talk some more WNBA stuff, because we got to talk that too. Darren, don't look like that, bro. Don't look like that. It's up and coming, my brother. You got to give these ladies some props, man. You got to give these ladies some props. I can't wait to talk that. I can't wait to talk NFL, of course, as usual. Rocco, Ron, Derek, Sharon, it's all been fun. I appreciate y'all for letting me on.
Thank you. Derek, thank you for coming on the show this week.
Oh, yeah, always. I apologize for my tardiness. I thank y'all for making me, part of Talking Ish Tuesdays. So, my day is regularly on Wednesday. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to try to do the best I can. But very excited for it.
We're glad to have you.
Listen, upcoming football. I cannot wait. My second football game ever, and I am excited. Best probably present I could ever have, man. Love Sarita. You know, she's my heart. So, but definitely can't wait for NFL Red Zone Sunday, baby. And you know, I'm here. I'm here for all the smoke this year. So yeah, definitely excited. NBA new season gonna be exciting. Let's go.
Miss Chocolate Girl. Tell everybody and thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Well, it's my show. No, I'm just kidding. Every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You can catch me at 10 a.m. on the side, John, with my co-host Dennis Holmes. I don't know where he is, but I don't know. I gotta ring him back in, rail him back in somehow. But I'm looking forward to talking WNBA on Thursday with Dre. I don't have any idea how we're going to do this or what the format is or anything yet, but I promise you I'm going to give the best commentary as I can. Support the women's game. It's exciting, contrary to what some people think. Derek, it's exciting. It's a great league.
I'm a Dawn Staley fan. Trust me. Like South Carolina.
I don't say about no Dawn Staley.
I'm saying I don't watch WNBA.
Anyway.
You know, hey, don't do that.
Support the women's game. It's the Commissioner's Cup tonight, a championship. I got to see who winning or won or whatever. And look, y'all, sports is sport. I'm a sports lover. Okay, I'm a chick who loves sports. I love every sport there is, just about, except auto racing and sports where they're fighting, because I just don't think it's a sport. It's just me. I just have something against all that fighting and blood and shit. I just don't like it. But everything else, pretty much, I can watch. And I'm telling you, y'all, keep children's sports amateur. Don't capitalize on these kids and don't make it a business. Let these kids be able to be kids and enjoy these sports, man, like we did. It was so much better.
What?
And now they're being treated like an employee instead of their own kids. It's just terrible. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that.
Ian, appreciate you coming to the show tonight, my guy.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, I didn't have work, so I was able to drop in real quick.
Tell the people where they to find you at.
I write articles, www.sportsangle.com. You know, I try to write articles at least once or twice a week. So,
Dre, you still writing too, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely. You already know. On the radio, Power 96.5 radio with Mookie Hawkins. When I'm not busy, on the busiest schedule. And then Challenger Community News. You can get it at thechallengernews.com. Y'all already know what's up. Derek, they hit you with this. They hit you with this on the show, though. They hit you with the People's Court music on your WNBA. Not watching the
against them. Come on, man.
Well, Derek, what's the real reason why you're watching WNBA, sir?
Real talk. Everybody check on your family and friends and like and share the show, because your mental is very, very important.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, Ron. I just lost one of my classmates.
So check
and
on your family.
It was totally unexpected.
All right.
And it kind of shook me up.
What's up?
So my whole college community is upset about it because it was unexpected.
So everybody like and share the show, and shout out to Dennis Holmes, wherever you at, player. We miss you.
Where you at?
I don't know. All right, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, you didn't end the show.
See y'all.